quarter of a mile at the roundabout, take the third exit onto Gisborough Road, A171.
Where are you off to today?
Off to Whitby. We're looking at amazing roofs and buildings and Gothic and climbing the 199 steps.
Yeah.
And post boxes. Then we're going to Goathland for the trains and the old buses and nostalgia.
Wow.
It's going to be great.
Yes.
So we started the day with this George VI pillar box on Pier Road, overlooking the sea. Rather nice setting there, as you can see. The only thing of note is that the collection plate holder is damaged on one side and is held in place with a washer and bolt, as you can see there. After that, it was up the hill, a very steep walk, to get to East Terrace, the Royal Hotel, which has a lovely polished mahogany and brass box in reception. I should have stayed and taken better pictures really, but I was a little bit self-conscious doing it. I did ask and they did say it was okay, but people were looking and wondering what I was up to, I think. But lovely thing there. And then after that it was over the bridge up towards the old town and Church Street, looking for an old Elizabeth II blacked out box. By this time, as you can see, it's getting quite crowded. We're wearing masks by this time. And here it is, Elizabeth II wall box, blacked out because it's out of use now. And now, as promised, some chimneys, Whitby chimneys. Moving out of the main town centre, this is a large wall box, size A with a 10-inch aperture, Elizabeth II wall box. Quite an impressive thing to see there. Then the next one is a wonderful Victorian pillar box. You can see the cipher there. The whole box is gorgeous, but the cipher in particular. This is one of the earlier ciphers, I believe. There was an improved cipher which was more delicate in its lines later, but this is a thing of beauty. And leaving Whitby now, save the worst till last. Sorry, that's my own humble opinion. It's a modern box, modern pillar box, in the entrance of the Co-op in Whitby. And if you like that sort of thing, great, but it's not my thing. It's made of some kind of plastic or fiberglass, and it's not for me, but here it is for completeness' sake. Now we're going out to the villages beyond Whitby. This lovely Victorian wall box is in the wall of Hawksir School, which is rather lovely. It's interesting at the base where to the right of the tab holder, which is in the centre, you can see the bottom pivot piece, which is exposed because the metal on the door has come away at some point in its long history. Next to the village of Grosmont, I'm probably saying that wrong, where there's a George V box in a wall right next to the station. And another very nice GR, George V, it's a large cipher you can see here, in a wall in the village of Briggswatch. And yet another Victorian wall box in its own pillar in the village of Sneaton. And you can see here the actual name of the box here, WB for wall box, 2087/2MA. So without worrying too much about the codes, the MA is for modified aperture. And if you look at the aperture, you can see that there's a piece been added on. So this was made larger with the addition of that piece, hence MA. And that's important for later on because there's another one going to appear. And finally we ended up in Goathland, which is the actual village for the fictional Aidensfield, where Heartbeat is filmed. And the post box, the wall box in the high street, I believe features in the programme, but I've never actually seen it myself. But there's here you can see the GR box in the high street. Also the station, I'm told, appeared in the first Harry Potter film, but I don't know that myself, but that's what I'm told.
That's a normal train coming, not a steam train, but I thought I would get it anyway. I would video it for you. Looks quite old anyway.
Filming.
Wow, that was brilliant. We were so lucky that the steam train came. It's amazing. Wow, it's quite a long train. Beautiful cabins. Can just about be seen. And now this one is just setting off.
And after the steam train, the only other thing to do was to catch 2 more post boxes before heading home. The first is at the Mallion Spout Hotel, what a fantastic name, in the wall outside, and it's another George V. And coming out of Goathland, we spotted this GR box, George V box. So that should have been us finished, but as usual, they closed the A1 going south without warning. So we had to go across country and ended up in Market Deeping and spotted this George VI box, large one in quite a poor state, but grab it on the way, and that really was it then. You can see I had to take the photo with the flash because it was already dark.